My name is Florence. My family name is Agidi, and my marriage name is Simonsen. You have this flair for fashion, you have this interest and all of that. I love colors too, that's why I like summer, then I can really wear the colors, you know. I grew up in Nigeria up until 1995, and then I came to Europe because I got married. You know, I met my husband in Nigeria. So my husband is Danish, and we lived in Denmark. I lived in Denmark until 2019, and then my husband was given a job, a kind of a contract in Bulgaria. So we started looking at moving to Bulgaria. And then I told him, I said, well, if I'm going to live here, then I have to have something to do. And when I started, you won't believe it, I didn't even know anything about how to make clothes, how to sew, or anything. I had to learn everything. I went to a fashion course in Denmark, and then from there, a lot of YouTube videos. First time we came here to Bulgaria, we came as tourists. I was actually quite amazed about the Bulgarian women. They love to wear colors. I was like, oh, they're not shy of wearing colors. And that was the thing that kind of gave me the courage. I said, okay, if I'm selling something that have colors, then I have a chance. Because when I was living in Denmark and Sweden, I couldn't do this with the Danish women or the Swedish women, because you have more African people in those communities. You understand? They will tell you, oh, you look so beautiful, so colorful, but they don't wear colorful clothes. So that was one of the things that actually gave me the courage that I know that, okay, this is, even though there's not a lot of Africans here, because I don't meet a lot of them. So for me, it portrays style, elegance, you know, something to be proud of. It makes you to stand out, you know, because there are so many different ways, so many different designs, you know. So I love African clothes. Strangely enough, when I came to Europe, I wasn't wearing African clothes at all. I didn't have any. Up until 2017, you can't believe I never had even a piece of African cloth. It was when I really got into this fashion myself that I started wearing African things. When I started doing it as a business, when I started learning how to make the things myself, then I started getting the interest. Then I said, okay, I can wear this. And when I started wearing the things, I never looked back. So most of the time when you see me, I'm wearing African things. Just for the bag of that size. But for the smaller things, I can do the smaller things maybe in a couple of hours, just a small wallet. Things like this, sorry, it takes me like a couple of hours. You understand? Yeah. So, but if you're making clothes like this, it can take several days, depending on how complicated the style is. If it's a simple style, just a simple style, you can do it within a day. But if it's a complicated style where you have to do a lot of combinations, then it's a bit more work. This is my sewing machine. Sorry. I have these already here. First I put them here, see, then I can measure while I'm sitting down with this. Then I have my pins, and I have this this is one that I already cut, you see, that I'm going to make. It's just a square. You see the way I cut it? And there is a foam. I'm using the foam. So when I put it together, this is the inside. This is the inside. I put it like this. See, it's a small bag. So when I sew it together, then I can decide to use the fabric to make the handle, or I can use something else to make the handle. And then voila, you have a bag. There was a time, sometimes some trends would just come out. Like there was a time when there was this that came out, they call it dashiki. But they are out of trend now. That was some years ago. So dashiki was everywhere. But right now, I'll show you, I only have one of it, one left of the dashiki. Let me show you what it looks like. I only have this one left. I don't know why they call it dashiki, but it was very popular because of this design. It had this design, and you had them in different colors. So it's something that you could use for a man, for a woman, when you make a shirt or dress and you have this design on the front and on the back. So it was very popular some years ago. So this is just the start. And I am also ambitious that I'll get a bigger one somewhere in the city at some point. So let's see how it goes. I'm very, very optimistic.